So we've just highlighted a few examples of the customer touch points that you could potentially use, but there are endless options available that you'll be able to take advantage of once you've actually gone through and planned and designed this ideal customer journey and refined it based on what your customer audience is and also how you want your business to be marketed. Now let's go and focus on how and where you set this up within your Super Control account. So now I'm going to be handing you over to Nikki, who's going to show you in our training account where you can go ahead and do all of this.
Thanks, Brenda. In Super Control, you have the option of sending correspondence by mail, SMS and email, but all are basically set up in the same way. You have emails and letters. We're going to go to add, and this will come appear. So what you want to do is by adding your letter, you first of all want to have your letter name. So letter name in here, we've used as an example in the past before as thank you. Your categories here, we would strongly advise one. The reason being is you'll see later how they're actually set out. For a category, you can have, for example, a customer's email with a number of different emails in the actual category, owner's emails, agents if you have any, housekeepers, you may want to send more than one email to them. For example, we're going to use our test one to show you what it's like. So if in here, this is where you find all your categories, we're going to pick test. This section down here is where you're going to actually add your letter, email, SMS. The one we're going to use today is the tag. When you go into the tag, you'll find topics up here. You can see there is customer, booking overall, booking properties, layout in general, owner's details, custom fields and inquiries. We would advise taking a little bit of time out just to go through these. It's such a variety and you can very much bespoke it to what you need for your business. So I always use Brenda's name in this just as an example, just to show you of how it can be done. So under customer, you can pick title and last name. So if, for example, you can have Mrs. and then Clayton. So if I do it like this, you can see the title, go back into tag, picking surname, coming back out, and you can see it's like this. Now, these funny little brackets don't appear when you're actually doing the letter, which Brenda will show you later on the layout of how it looks. This is really just guiding that if you see basically any wording inside these funny little brackets, that's the tag that you're currently using. So again, a thank you letter, you can obviously say, thank you very much for staying in. You can add the property name, or thank you very much for staying on such and such a date, departing such and such a date. You can very much make it, as I say, as tailor-made as you would like. Booking overall is for more than one property that's actually in the booking. So if Brenda booked a property and I was coming as well to stay under Brenda's name, then obviously two properties, we don't want the letter duplicating twice. So you would use booking overall. And there's so many different ones you can use. Some people will use their booking number, some people will use the arrival dates, some people will use both. It just very much is what you would like. Booking properties, again, this section is the most important that you want to add property section. I'm going to click here just to show you what it looks like. So you have, if I just enter this back down, you have what we call a start and an end. You must have, so if we go back to tags, into booking properties, all of these tags down below must be inserted in between your start and end. So again, it can be property name, arrival date, departure, all of these different things. The next one along is the layout in general. So you can use the date for this if you like to have the date it's actually sent on your letter. And the most popular one we use is the logo. This logo can be centralized and also look a little bit more smarter and professional for your emails. Unfortunately, at this moment in time, the user signature is no longer valid. Owner's details would be if you're actually doing a letter to the owners. If you don't have owners in your account, then please don't worry about that. Custom fields, this is how we have applied one of how would you like your beds made. So you can add a custom field and pop that into a letter should you want. And simply inquiries is for inquiries. So once you've completed all you want in the actual letter, scrolling down, the default email subject can be what the actual customer will see in their letter. So if you want it to be, this is very much for you, so you know what the letter is. And this one here might be say, thank you for staying at wherever your property is called or your business. It can be very much what you want. Going down to the bottom and remember to click save. Once you actually have this letter done, what you would do is go into edit. And this here shows a little bit more of what I'd explained about the categories. So the note categories, we have 3 letters. The customer emails, we've decided just to pop in some to show you what it can look like. Owner's emails, again, just another example. And then the generic ones are the ones that you should have in your account that you have already when you started with us. And you can obviously tailor make those to suit your needs. And then we've just added an auto demo just to show you again how you can add a category and the number of different ones that you can actually pop in. So if I show you a thank you for your booking, going along to edit, you'll see that again, Brenda will show you this, how it actually shows and comes through in the letter. So please don't worry, but the logo has been centralized for your logo to be added. And then we've added the booking start here and the booking end so that the customer's name, saying, Dear Brenda, thank you for staying in our property, for example, Willow Cottage, etc. So it's pulling through the name here and also the arrival time here. If I go to another letter, just as an example, I can go down here and do the deposit reminder. So if I edit this one, so this one again will show the booking start. This time we've decided to have the logo on the left-hand side rather than centralized, which is no problem. The first name, and again, just adding obviously all the details in of what you would like, property name, etc. And then obviously kind regards and then your company.